So, our topic for today is all about the application of first order differential equation, specifically chemical reactions. So, the mathematical model for chemical reaction is given with this. Dx over dt is equal to k multiplied by ma minus rax quantity multiplied by mb minus rb times x, where k is our proportionality constant and Ma is equivalent to our initial mass of reactant A. Then our Ra is equivalent to Pa all over Pa plus Pb. So meaning our mass of product A all over the total mass of our product. So mass of product A all over mass of total product. And then our M sub B, which is our initial mass of, of reactant B, and then our R sub B, which is equivalent to mass of product B all over the mass of the total product. So to say this mathematical model, let's try example number 1. So in example number 1, two substances A and B are combined to form a product. The formation of the product is proportional to the time the reactants are combined. The final product is composed of two parts of B for every part of A. If initially A is 30 kilograms and B is 20 kilograms and 5 kilograms of product is formed after 30 minutes, find the function of product formed at any given time. So first is we should write our given. Oops. So our given are the following. So So you can see we are given that product A and product B to form reactant A and reactant B to form a product. As you can see, the formation of the product is proportional to the time reactants are combined. So the final product is composed of two parts B. So we have 2B, and then we have for every part of A. So meaning we have also A. So plus A. So that's going to be our total product. So we will have um, a total of three products. And then taking the ratios of that, so we will have RA is equivalent to, so there's one A for every two B. So we will have A all over the total product, which is total product 3. So we have only 1 over 3 for RA. While on our R sub B is equivalent to, so there are uh two products are gonna form for every three products. So we will have 2/3 for our R sub B. And then, plugging this into our equation, by the way, our M sub A is equivalent to um, 30, and then our M sub B is equivalent to 20 kilograms. Yeah, 20 kilograms. And then, we are also given that 5 kilograms of product is formed after 30 minutes. So, we will have Z is equal to 5 at T is equals to 30 minutes. So we will use this one to solve for our K, our proportionality constant. So let's start. So we will have dx all over dt is equivalent to K multiplied by M sub A minus R sub A times X multiplied by M sub B minus R sub B times X So we will have dx over dt is equivalent to our k multiplied by ma, which is 30, minus our r sub a, which is equivalent to one third x multiplied by m sub b, which is 20, minus our r sub b, which is 2/3 times x. So factoring negative 1/3 from these two terms, from these two, so we will have factoring negative 1/3. So we will have dx over dt is equivalent to negative 1/3 k multiply by negative 90 plus x quantity multiply by negative 60 plus 2x. And then we're going to have um, dx over dt is equal to, I'll factor, okay, I'll just copy it first. So negative 1/3 k multiplied by x minus 90, and then we will have 2x minus 60. They're factoring 2 on this term, so we will factor 2. So we will have, I'll change my ink so we will not be confused. So we will have dx over dt is equal to negative 2/3 times k multiplied by x minus 90 multiplied by x minus 30. So separating the variables, so variable separable, so we will have dx all over x minus 90, then x minus 30 is equal to negative 2/3 k dt. And then integrating both sides of the equation, so we will have this. We will have integral of dx over x minus 90, and then x minus 30 is equal to negative 2/3 k t. And then um plus c. As you can see, this part of the integral, wait, I'll just change my pen. So you can see this part of the integral, we will use partial fraction decomposition to get our values of a and b. So first we will have, by getting this one, so we will have 1 over x minus 90, and then x minus 30 is equal to a all over x minus 90 plus b all over x minus 30. Multiplying this one by x minus 90, and then x minus 30. Distributing, so we will have 1 is equal to a multiplied by x minus 90 will cancel out on this side, on this term. So we'll have x minus 30 plus b quantity. X minus 30 will cancel out. So we will have x minus 90. So as you can see, we will have for x raised to first degree, we will have a plus b is equal to 0. For x, for numbers, so x raised to 0, we will have negative 30a minus 90b is equal to 1. So this is going to be our equation 1 and equation 2. So we will have solving for A and solving for B, solving for A and B. So we will have A plus B is equal to 0, and then negative 30A minus 90B is equal to 1. So we will have, I'll multiply this one by 30. So we will have 30A plus 30B is equal to 0. And then the other one is negative 30A, or equation 2, minus 90B is equal to 1. So adding both side of the equation, adding both the equation, so we will have negative 60B. So this one will cancel out. So is equal to 1. Solving for B, so divide both side by negative 60. Negative 60. So this one will cancel out. So we will have B is equal to negative 1 over 60. So this is negative 1 over 60. And then we will substitute this one into our first equation. So we will have A plus B. Our B is equivalent to negative 1 over 60 is equals to 0. Solving for A, so we will have A is equal to 1 over 60. Substituting this one into our integral, so we will have integral of 1 over 60 all over, what's that, x minus 90, sorry, x minus 90 plus negative 1 over 60 all over x minus 30. Am I right? X minus 30, yeah, is equals to negative 2/3, sorry, with dx is equals to negative 2/3, what's that, kt plus c. And then I'll factor 1 over 60 into our numerator. So we will have 1 over 60 integral of 1 over x minus 90 plus, sorry, minus 1 over x minus 30 dx is equal to negative 2/3 kt plus c. And then, by cross multiplication, so we will have integral of 1 all over x minus 90 minus 1 over x minus 30 dx is equal to negative 2/3 times kt times 1 over 60. So we will have uh, negative 2/3 times kt times 1 over 60 plus, so 1 over 60 times c, that's equivalent also to c. So this one will cancel out. So we will have negative, uh negative, what's that, mm, negative 1 over 90, 1 over 90 kt plus c is equal to integral of this. So integrating this part of the equation, so we will have ln of x minus 90 minus ln of x minus 30 is equal to negative 1 over 90 kt plus c. Then using the rules of natural logarithm, we will have ln of x minus 90 all over x minus 30 is equal to negative 1 over 90 kt plus c. Taking the exponential of both sides, so we will have x minus 90 all over x minus 30 is equal to c times exponential of negative 1 over 90 kt. And then we are given that let's go back. Z is equals to 5 at t is equals to 30 minutes. So our Z is x. So we will have so we are given that x is 5 at t is equal to 30 minutes. So substituting this one to get our value of c. So we will have 5 minus 90 all over 5 minus 30 is equal to c is equal to c. And then sorry, I made a mistake. So so we will not use this one. When x is equal to 0, when it's not yet starting, and then t is equals to 0, so we have no product form when t is equals to 0. We will substitute this one first to get our c. So we will have 0 minus 90 all over 0 minus 30 is equal to c multiply exponential by negative 1 over 90 times k times 0. So so this one will become 1 because e raised to 0 is equal to 1. And this one will become 90 over 30. That's equal to 3. So we will have 3 is equal to uh, yeah 3 is 3 is equal to c. 3 is equals to c. And then we will substitute this one into this one. So we will have x minus 90 all over x minus 30 is equal to 3 exponential of negative 1 9 over 90 times k times t. But we are given that uh, when t is equals to 30, our x is equals to 5. So we will substitute this one to get our equation. So we will have so x minus 90 then all over x minus 30 is equal to 3 exponential of yeah exponential of negative 1 over 90 kt. And then when x is 5, t is what's that again? T is 30. So using calcu, so we will plug 5 minus 90 all over 5 minus 30 is equal to 3 exponential of negative 1 over 90 times k times 30. Solving for k using calculator, we will have 5 minus 90 all over 5 minus 30 equal to 3 exponential of negative 190 1 over 90 multiplied by our k, which is our going to be our x, our unknown, multiplied by 30. Then solving for x to solve for k, so shift calc and then going. So as you can see, we have we have negative 0 point, is that again? Negative 0.37555. 375.55. 7, 5, is that again? 3755. It's going to be our K. So substituting this one, so we will have x minus 90 all over x minus 30 is equal to 3 exponential of negative 1 over 90 multiplied by negative 0.3755 times time. So that's our function. Moving into our second problem, so we have, so moving into our second problem, we are given that two substances A and B are combined to form a product C. The formation of the product is proportional to the time the reactants are combined. The final product is composed of three parts of A for every part of B, meaning we have a total product of 4, because it's going from uh, came from three parts of A, and then three of A, and then one part of B, one of B. So we're going to have this one, total product of 4. If initially A is 50 pounds, so we are given that MA is equal to 50, and then our M sub B is equal to 60 pounds, and 10 pounds of the product is formed after 45 minutes. So X 10 pounds, and our T is 45 minutes. Then find the time it takes for the reaction to form 25 pounds. So we are required to solve for X equals to 25 pounds. And then we are looking for time, question mark. And then as you can see, uh, we will have first, so our solution. So solution. So I'll just change my ink. As you can see, our R sub A is equal to the product of A. So we will have 3 all over the total product, which is 4. So our R sub B is going to be 1 all over the total product. So using our general equation is dx over dt is equal to k multiplied by ma minus rax multiplied by m sub b minus r sub bx, and then yan. And then substituting our given into our general equation, we're going to have we're going to have we're going to have dx over dt is equal to k multiplied by ma, or ma is 50 minus our ra, which is 3/4 x times x multiplied by m sub b, which is 60, minus our r sub b, which is 1/4, and then multiply by x. So first is factoring uh, negative 3/4. So factoring negative 3/4. No, first factor negative 1/4. So we will have negative 1/4 multiply negative 1/4 times k multiply by, that's going to be negative 200. minus plus 3x multiplied by negative 240 plus it's going to be x. So we will have, as you can see, we will have dx over dt, rearranging it. So negative 1/4 k multiplied by 3x minus 200 multiplied by x minus 240. Then variable separable. So we will have dx over 3x minus 200 multiply and then also x minus 240. That's 240 is equal to negative 1/4 k dt. And then integrating both sides of the equation. So I'll just change my ink. So integrating both sides of the equation. So we will have you on this side of the integral, we will use integration by uh, partial fraction decomposition to integrate our uh, integral. So we will have on this side, it's already integrable on the right side. So we will have here first is, so we will have, uh, sorry, 1 all over 3x minus 200 quantity x minus 240 is equal to a all over 3x minus 200 plus b all over x minus 240. Then multiplying both sides of the equation by 3x minus 200 and x minus 240. So we will have 1 is equal to a multiplied by 3x minus 200 will cancel out on this side. So 3x, so this one will cancel out. So we will have a quantity x minus 240 plus b quantity. So this one will cancel out. So we will have b multiplied by 3x minus 200. And then we will have we will have for x first degree. So we will have a uh, plus 3b is equal to 0. And then for our x raised to 0, which is our number constants, we will have negative 240a minus 240, so minus 200b, sorry, that's minus 200b is equal to 1. Using our calculator, solving simultaneously, so we will have mode and then equation, and then use, because we only have two equation, we will use number 1. So we will have plug, so 1, 3, then 0, and then on our second equation, we're going to have negative 240, and then negative 200 is equal to 1. So it turns out the value of our a is going to be negative 300, negative 3 all over 520. So our a is negative 3 all over 520, and our b is equal to 1 over 520. 1 over 520. Substituting this one into our integral, so we will have integral of, just change my ink, we will have integral of negative 3 over 520 all over 3x minus 200 plus 1 over 520 all over x minus 240 dx is equal to the integral of negative 1/4 integral of k dt. So negative 1/4 integral of k dt. And then uh, first is uh, I'll factor negative 520. So we will have factoring negative 1 over 520. So I'll have negative 1 all over 520. So we will have integral of, so we will have 3 all over 3x minus 200 mm, minus uh, 1 all over x minus 240 dx is equal to negative 1/4 integral of k dt. By cross multiplication, we're going to have integral of 3 all over 3x minus 200 minus 1 all over x minus 240 dx is equal to negative 1/4 multiplied by negative 520 integral of k dt. So integrating now, uh, we're going to have uh, ln 3x minus 200 minus ln of x minus 240 is equal to, so this one will be, so let's use our calculator. So we're going to have negative 1/4 multiplied by negative 520. We're going to have positive 130. So 130 kt plus c. So I've just made a mistake. So it should be negative 130 kt. So using the rules of natural logarithm, we will have ln of 3x minus 200 all over x minus 240 is equal to uh, negative 130 kt plus c. Taking the exponential of both sides, so we will have 3x minus 200 all over x minus 240 is equal to c multiplied by exponential of negative 130 kt. And then, uh, at t is equals to 0, no product is formed. So, substituting this, our initial condition first. So, we're going to have 3. So, we will have 3 multiplied by 0 minus 200 all over 0 minus 240. So, that's equal to, let's try using calculator. So, that's equal to 5 over 6. Yeah, 5 over 6 is equal to c exponential of raised to 0, because one negative, this will become 0, so it's whole this term will become 0, so this will become 1, so we will have 5 over 6 is equals to c. And then substituting this one into our equation, so we will have 3x minus 200 all over x minus 240 is equal to 5 over 6 multiplied by exponential of negative 130 kt. And then, we are also given that, we are also given that, wait, at x is equals to 10, t is equals to 45. So x is equals to 10, t is 45. So this one, so when x is 10, t is equal to 45. So substituting this one, so we could find the value of k. So we will have 3 times 10 minus 200 all over 10 minus 240 is equal to 5 over 6 exponential of negative 130 multiplied by k multiplied by 45 minutes. So solving for k using our calculator, we're going to have 3 multiplied by 10 minus 200 all over 10 minus 240 equal to 5 over 6, then exponential of negative 130 minus our unknown, which is k. So that's going to be our x times 45. So solving for x, so we will have 2.0506 times 10 raised to negative 5. So k is going to be 2.0506 times 10 raised to negative 5. So that's the value of k. And then we're going to solve for our real problem, which is find find x find t when x is equals to 25. So x is equals to 25. So we're going to have, so x is equal to 25. So substituting this one, so we have 3x minus 200 all over x minus 240 is equal to 5 over 6 exponential of negative 130 multiplied by 2.0506 minus 10 raised to negative 5 times t, because that's what we're looking for, t. So substituting our x, so I'll substitute 25 here, then 25. So we're going to have, so we're going to have uh 3 and then multiply by 25 minus 200 all over 25 minus 240 equal to 5 over 6, and then exponential of negative 130 multiplied by 2.0506 times 10 raised to negative 5, and our unknown, which is t, so it's going to be our x. Then solving for x, so it turns out our t is equivalent to 135.0459 minutes. So thank you, Matinik, and see you on my next video.